Okay, so do you remember when TV used to be good? When every week you'd sit down to watch shows like Nikita, Orphan Black, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D, and you're fully obsessed? Yeah, me too. So much so I found myself rewatching them over the past week. But where did all those stars go? The heroes, the villains, the fan favorites? They were everywhere, and then suddenly just gone. It always saddens me when I find that an actor hasn't done any work after their last major TV show, a la Tyler Posey. So let's hope that doesn't happen too much here. First is Nikita that aired on CW from 2010 to 2013. Maggie Q was the star playing the lead character the show was named after. When Nikita ended, I couldn't wait to watch many more TV shows and movies with Maggie Q as the lead, but I've unfortunately been disappointed. She thankfully never fell off, but I've always wanted more of her than I have seen. Her post-Nikita gig was in Designated Survivor, and her biggest movie to date is probably Protégé with Samuel Jackson. I think she would have been a Hollywood mainstay if the Divergent movies had worked out. Franchises can be career makers after all. Divergent's bombing destroyed all characters except Shailene Woodley's, who was already an established actress, so that must have been Maggie Q's problem. She has since been in Fear the Night, Death of Me, and Family Plan, so there's a lot of good news in her path still. Maggie Q is currently starring in the Bosch spin-off Ballad, in which she's a lead again. I'm definitely checking it out to relive my girl crush moments. She's also been outspoken on animal rights and even has her own wellness brand. Shane West has kept a lower profile and took a turn in indie films and short series post-Nikita. He popped up in Gotham as Ben and in Salem as John Alden. He also returned briefly to music with his band The Twilight Crips, and is still rocking that eyeliner. After playing the emotionally complex Alex, Lindsay joined Marvel's Agent Carter and more recently starred in Turner and Hooch in 2021 on Disney Plus in addition to a bunch of television movies. She's also now a mom to 2 girls and lives a quieter life off-screen with her husband Noah Bean, also from Nikita. Tech Genius Barkov was a fan fave, and Aaron went on to lead 12 Monkeys, gaining critical acclaim. He also starred in Fear the Walking Dead, and now plays Mark Knight in City on Fire on Apple TV+. He's aged like wine and somehow still plays the tech geek convincingly. Post-Nikita, Sawa had a revival in horror with Chucky and the Fanatic, and is back in the mainstream thanks to his role in the Chucky series on Sci-Fi. He has also starred in Gasoline Alley and seems to have embraced the gritty reboot energy with a lot of direct-to-video movies. After playing Nikita's icy nemesis, Melinda appeared in Vegas and has since done guest TV roles and voice acted in animation. She also appeared in Vampire Diaries because 2010 stars were in everything, which was always fun. Dallas and Sweat are some of her most recent projects, and she's also embraced podcasting with fellow OC alum Rachel Bilson. Xander Berkeley is a prolific character actor and has appeared in Allegiant, 12 Monkeys, Supergirl, The Walking Dead, The Mentalist, The Rookie, and continues to steal scenes as that guy in crime dramas and thrillers. Orphan Black was on BBC America from 2013 to 2017. This woman carried the entire show and won an Emmy for it. She has starred as She-Hulk in the Marvel Universe and joined the cast of Invincible. She's also doing Broadway and remains one of the most versatile actresses of the decade. She's a strong voice for women in media. Icon. I'm hoping her career isn't affected by the negativity She-Hulk got. Jordan kept a low profile post-Orphan Black but returned in The Lake and came out publicly as gay, advocating for LGBTQ+ representation in Hollywood, which he remains vocal about. Maria has been thriving. She's been in The Tudors, Outlander, The Wheel of Time, and Kin. A respected character actress with serious range, she also continues to perform music internationally. Donnie became a surprise fan favorite and is still the comic relief king. Brune went on to appear in The Recruit for Netflix and voices in animated series like Rick and Morty. He also has been acting steadily in Canadian productions and appeared in Hudson and Rex, The Expanse, Snowpiercer, The Rookie, and even reunited with Maslany in She-Hulk. Evelyn continued acting in French and English productions, most recently in Amazon's Three Pines. She also starred in X Company and released the jazz pop album. Kevin has been acting steadily in Canadian productions and appeared in Hudson and Rex and The Expanse. Ari Millen played multiple terrifying male clones, and after the series, he had roles in indie thrillers but never quite reached the same level of buzz. Post-Orphan Black, Ari has acted in Rapture and Dark Matter, keeping the sci-fi legacy strong. The slick neo-illusionist villain has stayed mostly in Canadian television and theatre. He was in season 1 of Altered Carbon as Carnage, and has also starred in the BFG, Fear the Walking Dead, The Magicians, Witches of East End, and The Order. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. on ABC from 2013 to 2020. Coulson was the heart of the show. After S.H.I.E.L.D., he returned briefly to Marvel voice work and guest appearances. He's also directing and working on passion projects and acting in Reservation Dogs and Florida Man. Rumors of a Quake spin-off never came true, but she starred in Dave, voiced in Raya and the Last Dragon, and is rumored to return to the MCU. She's also voiced Yi in Abominable and was cast in the now cancelled Powerpuff Girls reboot, but is currently acting in Interior Chinatown. Ming-Na Wen was honored as a Disney legend in 2019. She joined The Mandalorian and the Book of Boba Fett in the Star Wars universe after S.H.I.E.L.D. Oh, and she was already Mulan. Post-MCU, she directed her first short film and episodes of Superman and Lois, also starring in Apple TV Plus's Suspicion. Hence, she just launched a YouTube channel and became an indie darling. Ian quietly disappeared post-series, but reappeared in 2023's The Winter King. Henry transitioned into more dramatic roles, appearing in 911 and The Rookie. one of the most iconic villain acts on TV. Mallory has since starred in Galavant, Young Rock, and Hallmark films and remains active in Australian media. After his controversial villain twist, Breast Dance Theatre, rom-coms, and even joined Chicago Fire, still acting but outside the MCU spotlight. Fox's Fringe from 2008 to 2013. From FBI Fringe Division to Mindhunter on Netflix and HBO's The Last of Us as Tess, Anatov has kept her resume tight, dark, and smart, just like her Fringe character. She's killing it and arguably more successful now than ever. Josh has had a renaissance. He started The Affair, Dr. Death, and Fatal Attraction on Paramount Plus. From sci-fi son to leading man, he's kept it classy. The fan favorite father figure appeared in Sleepy Hollow and Legends of Tomorrow. John also voiced Scarecrow in Batman Arkham Knight and appeared in Elementary. He's also still very active in voice acting and has edged into wise, chaotic genius roles perfectly. Jessica has been doing voice work for Welcome to Night Vale and appeared on The Good Doctor. She has also had roles in indie theatre and is an outspoken voice in the LGBTQ+ community in addition to being a talented illustrator and furniture designer. Blair took a step back from TV and returned to stage acting and narration projects. She has also had guest roles in Orange is the New Black and Mozart in the Jungle. Lance sadly passed away in 2023, but before that, he made huge waves in John Wick, Bosch, and Horizon Zero Dawn. A legend always. After Fringe, Michael won 20 awards on Broadway and appeared in The Gilded Age. Sebastian is the guy you see everywhere, from Supernatural to The Vampire Diaries to The Boys. Jared has had a massive post-Fringe career. Chernobyl, The Crown, Foundation, and more. A villain with real-world Emmy power. Blindspot aired from 2015 to 2020. Tattoos, Spies, and Identity Crisis. Blindspot was one wild ride. Jamie reprised her role as Lady Sif in the MCU and has been guest starring in crime dramas. She's also become a mental health advocate. After Blindspot, Sullivan returned to Aussie TV and films. He's still the rugged action guy we all remember. Audrey's been acting in Latin-centered stories and is vocal about representation. Recently seen in Power Book 4 Force. Rob's taken a step back from acting, focusing more on activism and education. You might recognize her as the voice of Ellie in The Last of Us video games. Ashley also starred in Critical Role and continues to be beloved by the nerd community. Post The Good Wife and Blindspot, Archie starred in Departure and is one of the most versatile actresses working today. From The Tomorrow People to Big Sky, Luke's been busy, and fans still swoon for his bad boy energy, myself included. Breaking Bad from 2008 to 2013. Yes, it started in 2008, but its dominance and cultural impact spilled into the 2010s, so it had to be here. After winning every award imaginable, Brian did Trumbo, Your Honor, and a Broadway run, and he launched a mezcal brand with Aaron Paul. Meth to Mezcal, iconic pivots. Aaron returned for El Camino, the Breaking Bad movie, voiced Todd in BoJack Horseman, and starred in Westworld. Anna did a powerful turn in Deadwood, the movie, and stage plays. She's also been vocal about the misogyny Skylar faced. Dean starred in Under the Dome, Close, and continues doing both tough guy and comedic roles. He's everywhere. RJ became a disability advocate, model, and speaker. He's done smaller films and even appeared in Now Apocalypse. The blueprint for cool, calculated villains. Giancarlo is everywhere. The Mandalorian, The Boys, Kaleidoscope, and more. He's that guy now. From comic relief to dramatic powerhouse, Bob killed it in Better Call Saul. He also starred in Nobody, the action flick, and became a late-blooming leading man. Killjoys from 2015 to 2019 is one of the most underrated sci-fi gems of the 2010s. After Killjoys, Hannah joined the MCU's Ant-Man and the Wasp as Ghost, and she was recently in the Thunderbolts that everyone loved. She's also played Jill Valentine in Resident Evil, Welcome to Raccoon City, and is next-gen sci-fi royalty. Aaron's been a staple in Lock and Key, Ginny and Georgia, and indie projects. He's still the lovable nerd. Luke leaned into rom-coms, especially with Bros, and also stars in Apple TV's Platonic. Thompson's continued in animation and voiceover work, and is also a screenwriter. Tom is active in Canadian theatre and musicals, and has become a bit of a cult icon in LGBTQ+ sci-fi fandoms. Mako appeared in Hudson and Rex, and continues doing TV work in Canada. Sean is still active in theatre and indie productions. He also teaches acting now. The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina from 2018 to 2020. Kenan has been booked and busy. She starred in Swimming with Sharks, White House Plumbers, Totally Killer, and Netflix's Let It Snow. She also reprised her Mad Men role in a recent AT&T campaign, and fans are still clamoring for her to cross over into Riverdale or even the Sabrina multiverse. After CAOS, Ross continued with his band The Driver Era alongside his brother. He's also gone viral on TikTok for his very thirst-trap-worthy stage presence. Acting-wise, he slowed down but keeps teasing a return. Just moved right into superhero territory, starring in Gen V, The Boys spin-off where she plays Marie Moreau. She's getting rave reviews for her intensity and depth. Tragically, Chance passed away in early 2024, shortly before filming began for Gen V Season 2 where he played Andre. He was a rising star full of promise, and his death was a huge loss. Tati has blown up. She starred in New Season 3, Netflix's Kaleidoscope, and was cast in the Horizon Zero Dawn series. From Doctor Who to The Flight Attendant, Michelle Gomez is the quirky villain queen. She continues to kill it in eccentric and slightly unhinged roles. After COAS, Richard appeared in Fantastic Beasts, The Secrets of Dumbledore, and various stage roles in the UK. He still brings the drama wherever he goes. The Vampire Diaries from 2009 to 2017 had so many ships, so many resurrections, and so many doppelgangers. Nina starred in Love Hard on Netflix, appeared in The Outlaws, and launched a wine brand with Julian Half. She's left behind teen drama and leaned into rom-com territory. Plus, she's dating pro snowboarder Shaun White. Paul-turned-director working on shows like Roswell, New Mexico, and Legacies. And now plays Captain Kirk in Star Trek, Strange New Worlds. Talk about range. Ian starred in V-Wars, launched a whiskey brand with Paul Wesley called Brothers Bond, and continues his environmental activism full-time. Damon who? He's a climate king now. Kat continues her music career, starred in Love in the Villa, and is very active in the UN refugee program. She's also deeply into meditation and wellness. Candice reprised her role in Legacies, started a podcast called Directionally Challenged, and took time off to raise her kids. She's still beloved by fans. Joseph became a villain turned anti-hero, but let's be honest, Klaus started off evil. Since the originals, Joseph starred in Titans, Savage Lands, and popped into Legacies briefly. Chris married Melissa Benoist, his Supergirl co-star, appeared in 30-something else, and continues to be a reliable villain turned heartthrob actor. The originals from 2013 to 2018. Daniel's been in indie thrillers, Coming Home in the Dark and Virgin River. Still sharp-suited and mysterious, both on screen and off. Claire became a mom, partnered with brands like Mejuri, and appeared in Aquarius, an untitled horror movie. She's more low-key now but still has a massive following. Phoebe leaned into fashion and short films, starred in Babylon, and directed her own shorts. She's also married now. Charles popped up in NCIS New Orleans and You Season 3. Danielle starred in Tell Me a Story, a dark fairy tale anthology, and is still working in indie and genre films. Sebastian continues to act in everything from The Man in the High Castle to The Young Pop and the Originals fan conventions. Cole was a bit of a wild card. Nathaniel continues to guest star in CW shows and posts inspirational content on Instagram. He's also pro-Israel and has been touring in their support. The Good Place from 2016 to 2020 was the afterlife comedy that somehow made ethics entertaining. Kristen continues to dominate rom-coms, TV, and voice acting. She also launched Hello Bello, her baby product brand, and stars in The Woman in the House on Netflix. William has had range, from Midsommar to Ant-Man Quantumania to rom-coms like Love Life. He's finally getting the leading man treatment. Jamila became a cultural commentator and activist, starred in She-Hulk, and continues to be very vocal about body positivity and media accountability through her I Weigh movement. From goofball to heartthrob, Manny starred in Top Gun Maverick, Nine Perfect Strangers, and The Acolyte in the Star Wars universe. Darcy became a comedy queen. She starred in Barry, A League of Their Own, and Broad City. She also made her Broadway debut. Ted remains a legend, starring in Mr. Mayor, producing shows, and championing ocean conservation. Mark was the ultimate passive-aggressive bureaucrat villain. He's still doing comedy, voice acting, and podcasting, often with the Brooklyn Nine-Nine and TGP crew. And for the honorable mentions, we have Almost Human, Humans, and Continuum. From 2013's Almost Human, Carl Urban went on to lead The Boys as Billy Butcher. Michael Ealy continues slaying roles in thrillers like The Perfect Guy. From Humans, that ran from 2015 to 2018, Gemma Chan broke out and is now a full-on MCU star in the first Captain Marvel movie and Eternals. Emily Barrington is still very active in UK television. From Continuum, that aired from 2012 to 2015, Rachel Nichols kept working in sci-fi and crime TV. Eric Knudsen went on to indie films and Canadian TV. And there you have it. The 2010s gave us some of the best genre TV of all time, and actors who truly carried it. Some moved on to bigger things, some stepped out of the spotlight, and some are just waiting for the right comeback. Let me know in the comments, which forgotten TV star do you miss the most? Who do you wish Hollywood would bring back? And as always, thank you for watching. Until next time.